YouTube, hello, it is I, your cult leader, your cult father, your cult daddy, Keronzi, back once again. We are playing some more Final Fantasy, and we're returning to the land of Eorzea. The band is back together, don't let just Mox being here fool you. Shin and Smiley will be here. They're just running a little late, so it's all good. We're going to get up to shenanigans, which may or may not involve fishing. I cannot confirm. Either way.
Parts of Shin and Smiley will be played today by Mox and his many voices in his head.
True. But hey, if you're new here or a returning viewer, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you are going to leave a comment though, and it's going to be about any of the plot points we've not encountered, please do mark your comments with spoiler, so I can use my discretion to read through it. Every comment will receive a response in kind. There are links down below to the fantastic Mr. Mox and his Twitch channel. You should definitely go and check him out and some of the content that he makes.
Sounds like the title of a movie I've heard before.
The fantastic Mr. Mox, yes.
Yeah. I think that guy from Ocean's 13 was in it. I think he was in Ocean's 11 too, and maybe Ocean's 12 even.
Probably. You should definitely go and check him out. As I said, he's fantastic. There's some links to the Lore of Nix merch store and my throne list. They help me out a ton if you want to click on those and potentially buy something. There's nothing else, so I need to load up the games. So we're just gonna sit here and idly chatter for a bit because I'm not prepared.
I'm also standing here idly chatting, but I'm chatting with a fish.
Chatting with a fish.
Yeah, fish.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, yes, I have upgraded my internet now.
To a better internet.
Yes, I am no longer using, as you so aptly described, my AOL dial-up.
Man, that sounds like something I would say, what doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
A little bit. Weird. It sounds so like me, but I don't remember ever saying that, and there's no proof I ever did.
Oh, man.
Oh, why'd you get it out of a box of checks alongside your checks quest? That came with 30 days of free AOL, to be clear.
True. Hey, Chalk.
Hey, how's it going?
Chalk,
Hey.
You're never gonna believe this. Ronzi has modern internet now.
Oh, man.
Ronzi, would you like to tell Chalk what you have been streaming on for the past couple years?
67 megabits per second.
You said bits?
Yeah. Well, that's how
it's bits.
Well, no, that's how it's represented. It's done by megabits.
Okay.
For internet speed, I believe. I know it's meant to be megabytes, but you know.
Is that down or up? I'm assuming that's up.
Yes. My download is slightly less than that.
So unfortunately, this doesn't have as much of a thing to me, Mox, because I spent so much of my life on dial-up and with 0.5 up and down, where it's like, yeah, you know what, he's better than I was.
Yeah, but you weren't streaming on that.
Let me
No,
do it.
but I made
I'm doing another one now. We'll see if this actually goes through. Alright, yeah, my download is coming through at like 60. 61, 60, yeah, 61, 62. And my upload... Are you gonna do it? You gonna do an upload speed? No? Alright, thank you. That's so helpful. Stupid test. There was an upload test error. Great.
Oh yeah, it's going great. You're really beating the dial-up allegations now.
Yeah. But yeah, my new internet is now active.
Wow.
I just need to, and the point that I was trying to get to, what I was saying this morning, before he railed on my dial-up internet, was I have recently forked out for some plugs that will allow my internet to travel through my power cables. So I can cut down on the amount of wires that I need.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that it was a concept. I didn't realize that it had been implemented. And it had been around for so long. The guy who was installing it.
Why are trying to sell me PCs on your stream?
I don't know.
I mean, it's your stream. You should know what your advertisements are.
I
know what mine are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do not know what mine. Well, no, you do know what yours are because you are sponsored.
Those are my personal advertisements, all right. And what I do with my businesses is my business. The American way, after all.
America.
America, demonetized.
It's fine. It's been over a minute.
Someone else has entered the chat.
Oh, hello, Smiley.
Oh my god. It's real Nippon Smiley.
No, we do pizza at the moment, so that'll be a bit cool.
Just like they do in the Nippon.
Oh, Chuck, how's your arm doing?
Onichi Studios?
I love this guy.
Was that a question to me?
Yes, it was. I was gonna say, don't know
Oh,
what.
I completely missed it. I was like, I wonder if he was talking to me because he got quiet. No one answered him.
Yeah, I was just asking how your arm's doing.
It is in a lot of pain right now because I just got back from PT like 5 minutes ago.
Fair enough.
But I am officially allowed to play video games. That is nice.
Oh my
hell
god, you
yeah.
can play video games? Is that what you're doing here? Are you gonna join us on the Final Fantasies?
Probably not.
Oh,
I'm just coming to hang today.
wait a second, Chalk.
Well,
Does this mean we can get back to Crisis Core?
maybe. That might be a little much. But we'll
Okay,
see.
fair enough, fair enough. I'm not gonna push it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing that we could do potentially. At least do a couple today, maybe. We can do maps again.
I thought you were gonna say kill Zack for some reason.
Kill Zach, yeah.
We could do that again. We could kill Zack.
I mean, he dies
We've only
every
done it
time.
twice. No, he doesn't actually. Shockingly, he
Don't-
doesn't die in the new one.
What? What?
Yeah,
What? Why?
yeah. At the
Why?
end of remake, it cuts after the end of remake. Which may I just say, at the end of remake, you are standing at the end of time with 7 seconds till oblivion, and you see a shot of Cloud's eye, and then it goes into darkness, and then it's Zack in the battlefield having killed all of those soldiers, and he's just like, "Damn, I didn't think I was gonna do that."
So you know the only reason Zack died is because of Cloud. Because when Cloud's not there, Zack like wiped the floor with the ball.
And then he gets Cloud into good old Midgar, and then Rebirth starts there with Zack arriving at Midgar and finding out that the events of Final Fantasy are still happening, but everyone died during the fucking Shinra heist. Including Aerith, who was arrested by the Chopper people, and then Red 13 fights the Chopper people while they're in mid-flight and crashes the helicopter, and Aerith dies in Zack's arms.
You know, I don't believe you. I'm gonna have to play the game just to find out.
You don't believe me? That's fine. You can absolutely not believe me. That's
This
what
sounds so
happens.
outlandish.
Dude.
Try
You wanna know how...
not this one, because I do want to play those games at some point.
Alright, fine. I'll shut my poor mouth, but I want you to know I hate Rebirth. I want you to know this.
I mean, you hated that before the story, I believe.
It's
There was
I
a,
don't even necessarily enjoy the gameplay anymore.
I was gonna say there was something mechanically that you said that you really didn't like.
I hated how it says, alright, go play in the open world, and then actually you need to play in the open world how we want you to.
Yeah, that was
Why give me the option? Why not do what you did in Remake of railroad me to an area? I was talking to wolves!
I'm sorry.
Speaking of which,
Play in the open world if you get to chapter 12.
That's so stupid.
I am going to pick that game up again at some point because I paid $60 for it, god damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. There they are. I was wondering where you were. I was talking about wolf people.
Talking to wolves, you said.
I was talking to wolves, yes. I was talking to other dogs. Don't bite me out of jealousy.
Hey,
I can
Snoop.
talk to other dogs if I want to. You talk to other dogs. Get out of my shoulder. Get out of my shoulder. Get out of my shoulder.
Getting a live
You know
mauling
what?
on stream.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna poke you in the eye now. No, stay still. There it is. Just go with right in the eye.
Thank you for
Removing
the
your eyeball.
hydrate, Ballinator. You walked in at a time.
Peepus?
Oh, Peepus, no.
Peepus?
Peepus.
Balls.
No ball. Peepus, no shaft. Only ball. 6 inches of head. 6 inches of head, 2-foot nutsack. Let's go.
What role we
The
playing?
American way.
I'm currently on my gunbreaker right now. As to what role I'm going to be playing this evening, that remains to be seen. We just wing it. I could play most things. It's fine. We have a lot of different things we can play.
Don't go
How-
lying in bed again.
How we doing, Berlinator?
You have to go to work. You have to go back to sleep. I don't care how EP you are. You can't. You're over there. Well, now you're over here, and I guess I am in combining.
Oh, we got a red double mauling? Just play it striking.
And then we mutually destroyed each other.
Apparently.
Affectionately. Slash affectionate.
Slash affectionate.
Well, what is
What a dreamboat!
Yeah, don't you know? If you say mean things and then you say slash affectionate, it gets rid of all the mean things because now you're being affectionate. Therefore, you are now a dreamboat.
Okay. That one. Mana Gaskins, I think. Yeah.
Really, I have the big cryptid there.
You live the one roll per character life. That's fair. That's a lot of effort. And I'm fairly certain you can only have like 8 characters per server. Smiley, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's usually the number, but I don't know many people who even try to do that.
I mean, the people that would do that would be the people that like roleplay.
Yeah, I think WoW still has 8 per server, and that
Yeah.
is one character life.
Yeah. Because I know that a number of the RP crowd that me and Shin used to roll with from MMOs, I know that they would, when they started playing this, they wanted to do a whole 1 class per character. Because, I mean, that's what we were used to when we played City of Heroes and City of Villains.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of MMOs are one class per character type.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, Smiley, we're supposed to ask you, do you know anything about a ghost girl over in Othard?
Ghost Girl.
Turn Smiley up. I think I do.
It rings a bell.
Well, that's
I
better.
was playing this the other week. Part of the time that you were gone because of reasons. I was over here by that place where Doma Castle is. That area, right?
Yeah.
And down by the river, past the first big gate thing. This lady appeared out of nowhere and started walking around the river, saying that they needed to find their village. They needed to warn them about things, and they kept forgetting where they were. And they did that until the sun came up, and then when the sun came up, they disappeared. Holy shit, they're back!
What?
Yeah,
They're back!
she's tied to a fate. Or a
She's
fate
tied
chain.
she's tied to a fate chain, but I can't talk to her.
No, she ends up becoming part of it. Like, it's by the way, it's a super rare fate chain that ends in like a rare boss fight.
Excuse me? She's right here, right now!
On my way. On my way. Yeah, we're in
She has
Yanji.
like, God damn it, you said you're on her way, and she disappeared.
Okay.
Not joking. She was right here, and now she's gone. God
Do you-
damn it.
Do you know what the fate chain is, Smiley?
No, off the top of my head.
So what you're telling me is that I did find something. Go figure.
Sorry, we're also we're cryptid hunting. Mox has found an ARG. We gotta solve this.
Mock is just nodding their head. This is normal.
So none of the fates that are up.
But yeah, they were over here. Now they're gone. Also, they have like fox ears. I'm
Yeah, in
realizing.
like a red dress, white overshirt, foxy ears, kind of orangey hair.
Yeah, and they're also an orange, but they have the horns.
Yeah, it's what you presume. So if you see a fate called Outfoxed, that needs to be completed at least once to guarantee that she'll spawn. at some point. She cannot spawn while Outfoxed is up, but also while Mortar Offer, Kinko, and Mortar Offer and Freedom Flies are up.
Those don't look like any of the fates that are around here.
No.
She can appear randomly while Mortar Offer and Freedom Flies are active. So that might have been what you saw, Mox. There may have been like another one of those two fates up that caused her to spawn just as an NPC. And then they got completed and then she despawns.
My goddamn luck, I swear.
And then the actual like the rare boss fate is called Foxy Lady.
Yeah, okay, so that is linked to the achievement in the area. Which, the achievement is called Naughty Girls Need Love as well.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's the name of the fate.
But this is on a... It's not that rare actually when I look at it. I mean, they class it as super rare, but she spawns on a like guaranteed sometime within 48 hours cycle of her last spawn.
In game, I'm guessing.
No, real time.
No,
48
that's
hours real
that's
time.
48-hour real time.
Yeah, so if you want to kind of guarantee finding it, you have to sit here in game for 48 hours straight.
Holy hell. Do we know when it will... Isn't there meant to be trackers for fates and everything?
Probably, I don't know the looking at like for those really.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Apparently, Waifu Month is going strong.
Which fate were you talking about?
Foxy Lady.
I can't say I'm
It's the
as
one
aware of
triggered
that.
by the ghost lady you asked Nox to ask me about. In
Oh, no,
Yangtze,
no,
lady, the
I
Foxy.
said to ask Smiley and or Shin because they would know more.
Ah, okay. I wasn't. I thought it was Shin kind of pointing it.
No.
Yeah, there's an NPC that spawns in Yangtze in like a red dress, white overshirt, and fox ears, and she only appears during certain fates being up, and she will turn into a rare boss fight
Right.
if you do stuff properly. in the right way.
Yeah, so it's a fake chain.
Yeah, it's a fake chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are websites and discords that track that. But it's a double-edged sword because you're either going to end up getting information on how to track down a fate nobody else cares about and you're not going to be able to complete it, or you're going to end up following a fate chain, a fate spawn cycle where everybody's interested and you're lucky if you even see the character model on screen because of the amount of people waiting for it to spawn.
Yeah, that checks.
So yeah, you would need to dedicate some serious effort.
I feel like I have to at this point because this ghost girl is at this point haunting me.
Well, that's what most girls do.
Yeah, we cleared out the other one that was haunting us.
Accidentally because of me!
Well,
I took
kind
a
of.
bad time to get back into dot hack.
That's why we waited to check. Okay, so I am actually in the right area. Alright, what the hell are you?
Logged in. And on your
Oh.
server, by the way.
Okay, okay.
So, are you two still in Yangtze?
Yes.
If you look at the map, right in the bottom left, there's an exclamation point fate. A fate that's not been activated yet. It's an NPC.
Kinko.
Kinko.
Yep.
Yep. That's one of the prerequisites to get the outfoxed fate to appear. You have to complete Kinko's fate, called Freedom Flies. However, it gets a little complicated because Kinko's fate and Ginkgo's fate will continue to spawn even if she's been completed, even if the rare boss fight has been completed within 48 hours, and it just won't trigger the rest of the chain.
Well, I'm in the area. When in Rome, I'm on my way.
Yeah, and if you ever see a fate near the Heron's flight, which is currently where the Surubebi Snuggly fate is, in the kind of the top right of the first area.
Yeah, I see.
So there's an NPC there called Namai Elder. If you see one of those with a Namai Elder, that's the trigger for the rare boss fight. So then get on your bikes and head over there.
How do we do this fate?
You have to talk to Kinko and then it's going to start
Oh,
something.
there she is. Hello. We gotta kill new people here. In the rain. Let's go. Why, I can't do it because I need a level sync?
Yep.
Damn it. Let's do this. Oh boy. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's not as concerned because it's a massive shield on me.
I was. We need to be careful because we're reaching the end of the
Yeah. Hurry up. I did. Pointed us in the direction of what today's activities might be.
Fate volume today.
Well, see if we can get this. I hope we're not seeing it for 48 hours.
I don't want to sit here for 48 hours.
I thought we were doing some of the larger event dungeons.
Yes, we are. One thing I would like to see about doing first, though, is I do have a map in this area. So we may as well see if we can do that. I just need to see what I...
We're doing treasure maps?
I had a treasure map that was... open.
Alright.
I'm trying to find
Where
it. It's in here. It's in Yangjia. Oh, okay, it's up by the Azim Step entrance.
follow the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
If I teleport, I can't shoot Keronzi.
All right, you got your tank.
Oh no, but I'm in the way. No.
You're the tank. That's fine. That's your job.
I don't want to get shot.
Is that like
Hot tank on
sentry?
tank action.
Tank getting shot by a tank.
I feel like I'm about to tank this
heavy metal.
I don't remember all of these formations here, but that's probably just me missing them.
Oh, well, hello.
You know what?
Yeah, I need this one as well.
Yeah.
Do you need to get this as well?
Is it not a lookout one?
No, it is. You're looking at me.
Oh, right. There we go.
Damn, she very already.
Look, oh, wait, we still need to work out.
There we go.
Yeah, you were looking at me as well.
Initially, yeah, but the second time,
Mox's wolf failed. What happened? The Mox
Hey,
fell
Keron.
down on my screen and just fell off the cliff. I was so confused.
I did in fact experience the falling mount where I wasn't flying. They just
Thank you,
dumped
Kuro.
me.
You are first.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, a big one. Whoa.
Where's the chest? Oh, it's hidden under
Right here.
there. You may need
It's
to
under
be a
your
level.
level.
You may need to be a level 70.
Alright, give me a second.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because there's nothing in here. Alright. Yeah, so going for more of the large content, right?
I thought that was the plan, yeah.
Yes.
There's all of us here.
What?
So we can go for Omega or Ravenastra.
Yeah. Is it you or Bronze? No, my screen is incredibly bright. I should probably turn that down a bit. I upped the brightness because I was playing a game that was incredibly dark yesterday.
Well,
No, it was, in sync. That's the sound.
That tiger is making cat ready to pounce movements.
Runs in the screen was up right yesterday. You would have got sunburned.
Oh, no, 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 no. So that there is, it's that bright because I've upped the contrast on the capture for my stream. So my normal screen is fine, my stream is brighter.
Okay.
So basically so things don't look as dark. It was something I was meant to fix a very long time ago because I have noticed that the stream output is a lot darker than what I see.
Okay.
So
Well, if anyone red mage limit breaks now, your viewers are getting a suntan.
that was half the
I
reason
mean-
why I was doing it.
You guys have seen the film T2, right?
Maybe
Playground scene.
Yeah.
Because he runs you with all the light.
The Sarah Connor nightmare. Yeah, that's what would happen if Ronzi screamed you as a red mage limit breaks.
Yeah, we can go into the Delta Scape.
You don't want to do Ramanastra?
Mox doesn't actually unlock Ramanastra.
Right.
I've been busy being murdered by a food company. And pursuing a rat. Rat.
Rat.
Right.
Alright. One of your party members does not meet the requirements for the duty?
Oh, that's probably me again, because I probably haven't actually accepted the thing to start that.
I thought you had done the Dreamscape one.
I got the intro done. I got the intro part of that done. And then we took a break. And then I didn't go any further. So I did the beginning parts of it. So I suppose, pardon me while I go and get this fixed.
No worries. Also, hey Eskimox, how we doing? Okay, yeah, I see you on your fancy mounts.
Stand stuff.
Is that a Dawn Trail mount? Oh, is it one from?
Stormblood, I think.
Is it from the Delta Scape?
No.
No. I'll just stop guessing.
While I'm traveling over to this place to do this thing, I got a sort of blast from the past on YouTube the other day as it was recommending me a liked video of mine, which was a short that Ronzi made of when we were running around doing Palace of the Dead. And I asked a question that at the time I didn't know was going to be a problem of what you guys thought of Northern Norfolk. And this turned into the North remembers.
No, that's because Shin said that I knew about Norfolk. Like, just because it's north of Crawley.
North of the Watford Gap, yeah.
Look, if it's north of the Thames, it's the realm of the north, and it's cold, and I don't want to know.
Well, if that's what you go by, then I'm still working in the north.
Yes.
The office is north of the
Well, you've like moved down the street, right?
I guarantee I'm not down the street. When it's 16 degrees and I'm coming in with no jacket and I have people coming into the office like, oh, it's a bit parky this morning, it's a bit chilly. I'm like, what? It's 16 degrees. Like,
So I was gonna say you had the whole big coat shit, didn't you?
Okay, I can now do the thing. Also, my god, I didn't expect it to go that fast into Discord.
It's a regional thing.
Apparently.
apparently the region is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
It's like an East Coast, West Coast thing, I think, for Americans.
Yeah. And Kuro says that he thinks that mount is from Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
I'm good, just versing kiddo with bedtime, you know.
I think my favorite
How's y'all?
argument
I'm good.
in America is that if you come from the East Coast, there's an argument that you're the kind of person who eats your pancakes with corn syrup. That's the insult.
Danger Noodle! Ilya, do you hear me? Your opponent is called Alta Roto. No idea what the name means. Good luck to you.
How incredibly dope.
Thanks, Sid.
Thanks, Sid. I am brightly coloured.
There's that dude who's neon green with us.
Oh, true. Who am I giving my dance to? Shin, I'm assuming. Or do you want me to give it to the summoner? Alright.
Yeah.
Say, pillars of fire. Oh, everyone's running away. Okay, I'll stick with the group. Whoop. I'm fairly certain I have my toe in that, but okay.
Do we need to be
Indeed.
Not what I heard. You'd have some pretty heavy rain.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh no!
Okay, ice kind of helped. Ow. Wow, that hurt. Oh! Okay. Are we going out first? Oh, it's gonna be like alternating, I think. go. I think I was the only death.
This looks an awful lot like a level from the city. No, I'm looking around it.
Yeah. Ooh, what's in the box?
A bunch of metal parts.
Oh god. Are you needing or greeting them, man? Alright.
Well, Ginkgo's up.
Oh, no. Let's... Oh, we are not there.
Go.
Oh,
How's
he'll
he
stay
being?
around for a bit. He's triggered manually.
Okay, yes.
Talk to Sid, and then we'll get over there.
Yeah. Well done, my friend. We were lucky enough to witness every moment of your struggle via the Delthascape's various surveillance devices. I dare say we had a better view than you did. Gaining control over them was the extent of our accomplishments for this outing, though I suppose we did learn your adversary's name. Rest assured, however, that there will be plenty more such outings. Preliminary analysis suggests that there are 4 combatants in a Delthascape all told, including your friend Alteralte, which means you'll be required to win 3 further bouts, with deltas 2 through 4, in this test world alone. Needless to say, there are plenty more such worlds in the Rift, holding the remaining 85 subjects between them. Plainly, our host has gone to no small amount of trouble. Quite why it is so obsessed with determining the strongest being is another question. Omega seeketh to improve itself, to evolve. This was ever its primary directive. Through contending with mighty foes, it groweth stronger. Having vanquished the vile simulacrum you call Shinryu, a greater adversary was needed. In the absence of such a being, it had but to create one. So in the name of self-improvement, it wants to make a new playmate. And it chose to undertake the task here to avoid outside interference, yes? In part, the making of life is not Omega's primary function. It bringeth complex beings into the corporeal realm only at great costs to itself. As such, it employeth this plane to test unfinished works, that it might determine a single entity's worth, a single entity worthy of creation. If I understand you correctly, the moment Omega's grand experiment is complete, it will give birth to a creature mightier than even Shinryu, and then proceed to fight it? Gods help us if a battle of that scale should come to pass. The powers unleashed would be enough to bring about another calamity. Assuming the dragon has the right of it, all test subjects must needs be works in progress. Save for ourselves, of course. But how then do we explain Alpha? As I recall, it manifested corporeally outside of the rift. Then again, it is hardly the most complex of creatures. Mayhaps it was finished by accident? Don't you make fun of Alpha. He's a good boy, and if it hadn't been for him, we would have all been erased. He might not be strong, but he's brave, and reliable, and adorable. Alright, Wedge, calm down. Changing the subject a moment, Chief. After you lost track of Omega, you said you re-engaged its stasis system, right? Meaning, something somewhere isn't working like it should. I only ask because me and Wedge has done pretty much all we can here, and we were wondering if it might be worth us going back to Cartanu to take a look into it. That would be a great help. Nero and I can handle things at this end.
I think
Will...
the fate's despawned.
I
Oh,
think it did.
Yeah,
Oops.
it does live.
sorry.
That's all good.
We'll be off then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, eh?
Bitch. God, dude. That was gone.
And you be a good boy, Alpha. Do as you're told, and look after Ilya for me.
Man, why did Silex have to pull up TF2 at this exact moment?
He's on that TF2 grind.
He is. And I want to play it with him. I want to be the funny spy while he's the funny pyro.
A catastrophe waiting. Sid seems keen to pit you against the next foe in the Delta Sphere.
I guess I need to get back over there now, don't I?
Well, I mean, if it's despawned, I may as well pick this up. We must pray the Biggs and Wedge are able to repair the stasis system. If they can't, we'll have little choice but to see Omega's experiment all the way to its bitter conclusion. A tall order, I concede, and one that would require you to prove yourself the mightiest being in creation. Well, we must hope for the best and plan for the worst. Which, in this case, means pressing on with the tests. Are you ready for the next foray? One moment, Chief. My analysis is yet incomplete, but it would seem that Subject Delta 2 is capable of manipulating gravity. How fortunate, then, that I but recently chanced to assemble something which might mitigate its effect. An anti-gravity gimbal. May it serve you well. Thanks, Nero. Q.
Quick, quick.
Oh yeah, quack. Quack.
He doesn't even know what the sound a damn chocobo is.
No, you're right, I don't. Are we going into the next one?
Begrudgingly.
Yep.
I have to change it to a different flashlight.
Yep. You will need to, unfortunately. Yeah, how much experience do you need to get to 70?
I need a whole experience right now.
Oh, you need a whole experience bar. I should probably move closed position further into the hotbar so I don't accidentally push it and deactivate closed position. What you uh-ohing? Marks, what have you done?
I haven't done anything. It's there are funny things going on with the local bus system today.
Oh.
Never mind, bus is here.
Bus is here.
I was a bus. The whole bit is done. I did it. Are you proud of me? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, can you do this?
What did you do?
Eat apple.
Eat apple. Can you do this?
Yeah, but like once.
That one I can do as well.
Eat bread.
Eat bread.
Victory. Yo.
Engine a go-go, baby.
Yeah, this is just a Dissidia map, which is a reference to Final Fantasy V.
Ah, there it is. Catastrophe. A fitting name for the havoc it will undoubtedly wreak. Have fun now.
It's a giant eyeball with tentacles.
Hell yeah. Wait, what?
We haven't even asked it.
We already know their name. It's
Unspeakable
Catastrophe.
horror, what is your name? Unpronounceable, understandable.
Oh, we've got an anti-gravity gimbal. That's gonna be fun.
I love gravity. I wonder if that could be never conceded. Could be us.
When do we need to use the gravity thing?
I accidentally used it just now.
When he's casting Earthquake. Okay.
Oh, did I actually do it correctly? Apparently I did. Lucky me.
Wait, what? I just noticed there were a number of people up in the air, so I hit the thing.
I also
Do you want to be up in the air? Oh, there's one person on the ground at the back. I didn't hear you.
I didn't
Join.
I did. I got you dirty.
Well,
One person you can't scare her.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even looking at it. How did I get that? Mock?
It can't be done. I had to say no to my original plan because it just got too real. It got too real too fast.
Uh-oh. Well, I think most of them got petrified there.
Back.
Are you always invited? What are you talking about? There's a lot of things that I've said that's going to bite me in the ass in the future.
Oh,
Ow.
Sanders with the drone. He doesn't want to get bitten.
What's going on?
Anti-gravity.
Gravity shenanigans.
I just don't believe gravity. Ah!
Yep. I may have activated my thing. You said hit the anti-grav. Okay. Have a good day, Gray. Yep.
Don't look at the eye.
Oh, ow. Apparently not.
There's both of our healers.
No. And even if they did, the red mage is still up.
Don't go up, don't go up.
Already up.
It's all gone wrong.
He's dead.
The last
He killed him.
Yeah.
Did
I
indeed.
Me, I did. No one else.
All by
All by my...
No,
Ignore
by
the 7 other people.
myself.
No one else was here but me! Like, I actually believe it. How many bits and bobs do you want?
There's many as I could get, I guess. Or none. Because none of this is gonna be relevant, really. You know, I should just let you take them all because I'm just clogging my inventory, and I clogged my inventory with the Gordian shit.
I just watched so many of those get sent to me.
You know, I should just let you have them all. I really don't care. I had a look at the armor sets, and I think the armors in there didn't really appeal to me. A rousing performance made possible by my anti-gravity gimbal. Lest you wonder, you are not supposed to be able to descend of your own volition. The device worked quite as intended. It just wasn't intended for use on living. Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly its intended use. Thanks, Nero. At any rate, that's another mighty foe laid low. And may I say that I had every faith you would succeed. The Croak Queen. You got a frog.
Froggy.
Frog.
Frog wife.
Broadway. That's right.
A frog. Thanks, Yun.
I heard her read it.
I doubt we'll be hearing from Biggs and Wedge for a while yet. Shall we push on in the meantime? Reliable as ever. Without further ado, then, let us move things along. According to the analysis, your next opponent, Delta 3, is a being named Helicarnassus.
Excellent!
Helicarnassus, you say? The Queen of Dimension Castle? What's this? You know of her? You mean you don't? Well, I suppose a blue-blooded brat such as you would have no interest in humble folktales. It appears a lesson is in order. Helicarnassus is a character from an ancient fable. In the tale, she is one of the chief antagonists, and as such, things are wont to unfold. She meets her end at the hands of the heroes. Incurably valiant youths, not unlike our adventurer friend here. Someone in chat needs their balls crushed.
That's a weird thing for Sid to just say.
Oh,
Damn,
no,
Sid.
that wasn't Sid, that was Nero.
Damn, Nero, I didn't know you were freaky like that.
See, that's the root of the issue between Sid and Nero in their relationship.
Yeah, Nero is into the kinky shit.
Sid just wants to snuggle.
Literary historians have speculated that the tale could be loosely based on events which took place in the Fourth Astral Era. But little remains of the age, and there is no way to verify the claim. Indeed, most now assume the story to be the work of pure fiction. You mean to tell me that Omega is populating its grand experiment with fictional characters? Sid! Really? It would seem your understanding is yet lacking. Scant grasps have I of that which men know and know not. Mark me, then. Omega hath no soul, no mind's eye in which to envision a rival. To bring forth new life, it must needs draw upon that which hath already been. Its every creation being another's conception. This limitation is concealed by the breadth of its experience. It possesseth the means to retain the knowledge of entire eras, and not only of this reflection. Yet it perceiveth not this knowledge as we do. Fact, fiction, the distinction holdeth no meaning for Omega. All is equal in its eyes. If a thing is logical, it can be created. that such a wondrous weapon should exist. It surpasses my wildest imaginings, and they were wild indeed. But I gather not everyone shares my excitement. What's the matter, Garland? Lost your nerve? Quiet, Nero. We adults are thinking. But mayhap now is not the time. Ilya said she was ready to continue, and so am I. Let's deal with Halicarnassus.
Wouldn't some mouthwash help?
So hearing all of that, I decided.
Hang on, Mugs. Just 1 second.
Oh.
You guys want to come here? That fades up again.
Oh fuck! We gotta run, Ronzi.
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yep.
We gotta go.
Are you still in here with me?
Yes, I'm leaving right now. I'm stepping outside.
Yeah, go. Oh, what? You said outside. Why couldn't you just teleport from in here?
We can't teleport in there.
Okay, that would be why.
Get outside now.
I'm out. Go.
I'm teleporting. Follow
Teleport.
my teleport when it happens.
Yeah. Also, that was some interesting.
You think I wouldn't have teleported in there if I could?
I don't know.
You thought.
Dharma thought, yes.
Didn't mean it like that, you quad.
I mean, let's face it, if it has tentacles, you want it doing it.
Don't I know?
All too well. There was some interesting dialogue in that cutscene alone, though.
There was.
Sorry. No, go on. What did you find interesting? It's probably the same thing I did.
Well, hearing some of that, I realized, wait a second, I have an encyclopedia thing right behind me for this very thing. And I cracked open into it. And there is not a lot on that Astral Era. Genuinely, not a lot in that. It is one paragraph, basically. However, I have obtained a stolen ring. What?
Yeah, this is one of those ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you want me to just grab the stolen offerings then?
You can't get it.
There are ones on the ground.
You can grab the ones on the ground. In a big group.
I'm trying to...
Just kill stuff? Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, what I found interesting was Midgard Soma mentioned that Omega has knowledge from other reflections. Now, that relating to the other worlds, I believe.
Got it, hack. I couldn't return my stolen offering.
Yeah, I know. We were running out of time. There we go.
There, I turned in 31.
32. So what are we looking for now?
Foxy Lady.
Oh, so so doing those two should meet the prerequisite for Foxy Lady.
But I mean, if she's been completed within the last 48 hours, she won't spawn. Regardless. On the off chance
Let me see if I can find a Fate website.
But I think it's quite difficult to predict because, like, those two fates have to be completed. Oh, in fact, no. Now we're not looking for Foxy Lady. Now we're looking for Outlaw Fox. What is that mistake? Maybe 1.28. Oh, it's literally where we came from.
Oh, it was back over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're looking for Outfoxed, and then once Outfoxed is done, then we could do Foxy Lady, potentially. Yeah, I think it's quite difficult for timers, because it's like within 48 hours of it last being completed, but then it spawns within 20 minutes of the prerequisite fates being done, if it can.
Right,
So
okay.
Like lots of variables on its timer.
So what I'm hearing is we're probably good to keep going.
Continue.
Yeah, it's basically luck, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, here's to hoping that my luck can help these things.
Hey, we've got enough people with super luck here. I'm sure we'll be
You've
fine.
also got people with like negative luck.
My luck is essentially a black hole.
Stream, I suppose just remind as well, like money is still being, any money is being raised is going towards not Final, I was gonna say Legend of Zelda games and other stuff now. When we go to Final Fantasy, it's going to, there's a load of stuff that I need to actually take care of at the moment. A Switch 2 would be nice, but I've no guarantee at that. I will bankroll that eventually. There's the cosplay goal down below for any subs. This is mainly for Twitch chat, so YouTube, you don't have to worry too much unless you want to come over and drop some subs. And at the end of the month, we are doing some Mario Kart. So come and stop by for that, because that will be awesome to see you there. We're going to see if we can get a larger-ish group. Steamroll this streamer with money.
Saw the true peek behind the curtain. Your money goes towards paying my subscription.
Yeah. Your money goes to a lot of things. And yeah. Please help.
Oh, hey, I found another lookout point.
I'm losing my job. I need the money.
That is a real coincidence, Swansea. I'm
I
losing
know.
my job too.
I know.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I already lost mine.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Oh, just imagine in a few months I'll be able to talk about some of the crazy shit that goes on there. I can even name drop what the company and not get in trouble.
I don't know, man.
I
be
would.
careful on that one.
Well, no, look. I'm not gonna disparage the name or anything like that, but I can at least say who I.
Oh, it's
who,
not a matter
who I
of
work
that.
for.
It's the.
So long as those that work
you
with
know.
me are okay with me mentioning it.
I mean, if you know the company name, then you'll know that because there's stuff going on in the public domain with
Yeah.
that is very easy to find out.
Yeah. But I keep the name out of my mouth and usually anything surrounding any of that because it's just politeness
Because you
and
don't want to
common
be slapped by Will
courtesy.
Smith.
That's true. I don't need Will Smith coming and slapping me in game.
You keep that name out of your mouth.
This could be bad if I tried to do this.
What are you trying?
Well, I realized something we could do to help influence this is to try and do the fates around here to help, you know, give it a chance to spawn.
You know, you're not wrong.
So I came over to the one that was closest to me and I realized it's a boss.
The other thing is that we are queuing, so as soon as the queue's ready, we're gonna pop, and we might be in the middle of a fight.
Oh, if that happens, we'll just, you know.
Yeah.
Done.
The only one that we shouldn't do is the gay straight heart, as I know that's a 3-part question. Because I done that one the other day. We've got ads coming in a minute.
You know what you have to do with ads? You always focus the ads.
Always focus the ads. You can skip the ads, but...
Focus the ads with money.
yeah.
We
This
call
is how
that
you
the
skip the-
GPS check.
This is how you skip the ads phase of this fight.
DPS in this case being solid.
yeah.
Do you want to increase your DPS?
I'll increase Mox's.
Then prescriptions to run. You can have a higher DPS than everyone else. Tell your friends. I'm sure they'll care.
Dance. Doing a dance for Mox increases his DPS.
I'll have you know, that does not work IRL. If you decide to dance for me, it's actually going to probably have the opposite effect.
The true final boss getting ready to party okay guys, I've got my dance coming in. It's gonna be a damage boost. Everyone's like, jaw on the
There is a content creator I'm a very big fan of called Keronzi, and they are one of those content creators who make animations that are absolutely not for everyone. They're absolutely insane, and I love them for it, right? They have a series about a particular orc man on a quest to recover his methamphetamine for some reason, right? And on one of his adventures, he encounters a halfling bard who doesn't do music, but they do interpretive dance for every single one of their things. And so there comes a point where he, like, viciously murders a guy so he doesn't have to owe him meth anymore. And he turns and looks at the bard, and the bard does a dance, an interpretive dance that's so sad so that everyone forgets what happens.
At this point, I have to say one
What fools are those who have entered my domain? No matter, you shall remain here for my pleasure. Oh, I most certainly will remain here for your pleasure.
Yeah, no, you can't. We're not gonna let you.
You can't stop me!
How you even finish that sentence with those legs on the screen?
Dedication!
I can see nothing. I see the new Ford Bronco.
It's doing car ads for you, and it's gummy worms selling me PCs.
Before that, it was telling me about the new fucking Stardew Valley and Playhouse near me.
Wait, what? Is that? Oh, I got frogged. Rabbit.
I'm the opposite.
Oh. Oh, get out of here, please. I've been frozen. Oh.
I found that little funny pocket in the center. It's almost like the bosses want to get themselves their own head.
So when we finish this fight, I need to read you how the movie describes that. It made me laugh.
Ow, what the fuck is going on? Do we want to be in or out?
DPS in the middle.
Oh, I didn't see the symbols. Okay. I was in the right place, luckily, but... Now what? Are we killing the dragon? Huh? Okay. Dagron's dead. Whoa. Uh-oh.
I got frog.
Why is there a death? Oh god. Shit. Please. Hell yeah.
All at the same time. Okay.
Oh. Oh, it's one of these?
Right.
Alright, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Hey, you like this view?
She
Hell
survived.
yeah.
Just like chilling on the
Okay, here we go again. You're perfect.
Well, the...
Get out, get out. He throws it, still.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Level up. Bye.
Bye, wifey.
You know, Ronzi, you slay a lot of your wives in this game.
I know. I know.
So when you get teleported into that like sand thing, the first line of the wiki describing that ability says, "Ethereal tear transports you to Team Rocket's hideout."
You know, you can have all of those mugs. Seriously, buddy.
Fine, I'll take them. Give them to me. I'm putting them in my saddlebag.
That's fair. I need to, like, do all the orchestrons I got in my saddlebag so I can use it again. Half of my saddlebag is orchestron. Half of my saddlebag is ruined orchestrons.
Lucky you, most of mine are dies.
Mine are crafting materials.
I'm glad you're safe, Ilya. For a moment there, I feared you might croak. Forgive me. You deserve better than that. Thanks to you, we are but one victory away from clearing the Deltascape. Take as much rest as you need, old friend. You've earned it. What is it? Avoid at all costs? Okay.
I don't suppose that fades around, is it?
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing Kinko being back up, but nothing new to what we've already done.
The next battle is with subject Delta 4. This test world's final resident. From what I have been able to gather, your opponent is, and I quote, a great tree born of an agglomeration of evil will, which assumes the form of a dark mage. All of which I suggest you ignore. His name is X-Death, and he plays the role of chief antagonist in another ancient tale. Did I say the name wrong by any chance?
No, you said it exactly as it is.
Okay. Though
He's
I
a
was...
tree, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Though...
you could try and guess who it is from the description. Because they described X-Death perfectly and then told you to ignore it.
Though I was unable to glean the specifics of his abilities, he appears to command the power of the void, as indeed the story states. When I first encountered the work, I naturally assumed said power to be a metaphor of sorts, but I am quite sure Omega will have interpreted it as something more tangible. Alas, no amount of analysis can tell us what may happen when X-Death calls upon the powers of the void. Which is to say, beware. Tell me something, Nero. What happened at the end of the tale? Why, good triumphs over evil and the heroes defeat Exodeth, of course. What did you expect? I expected exactly that, which is precisely what troubled me earlier. If the heroes won, why did Omega not make them its test subjects? If it seeks to determine the strongest being, why would it bother with those who were defeated? Probably because it sees itself as a hero? One moment, Link Pearl. Ah, Biggs, at the control room, are you? What news? I see. Very well. I'll tell the others. You two take care over there. Sorry for the interruption, that was Biggs. He reports that the stasis system shows every sign of being engaged, despite the fact that it clearly isn't. It can only be a malfunction. While we were able to turn it off, it would seem the reverse is not possible. The system may have taken damage during the calamity. It does it look like it can be repaired? Hard to say. They tell me it seems complex even by Allegian standards. While they may be able to fix it, there's no telling how long it might take. Well then, we must keep on fighting the good fight here, must we not? Nero has the right of it. At this time, focusing on X death would seem to be our only recourse. The Chocobo certainly has no objections. Come then, I would see you follow in the footsteps of the heroes of the tale.
But you remember me saying the other week that it was around this point of the development cycle that they really started to
Ramp up the references.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quah! Alpha is the picture of resolve. You may enter Deltascape version 4.0 whenever you are ready.
I like how he says the Chocobo has no objection. And everyone's like, oh yes, this is clearly a same man dog.
Everything. checks
Clearly. We good to go?
I mean, given the context, it is logical.
But even like, if I had a pet dog and I was in a group of friends, and we were like, "You want to do this?" and then I look at my dog and I'm like, "Yes, the dog has no objection." Like,
What are we?
this guy.
What are we? The mystery?
Smiley?
Isn't
I
that the
want you
plot of
to know
Scooby-Doo?
That would 100% work on my friend group here.
That would, yeah, it would. I would be included in that.
But I mean, look. But in your case, you wouldn't look. You would look at Snoo, right?
I look at my dog.
Mhm.
I didn't realize you had a doggo.
I do have a doggo. She's not doing well, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. We're gonna make the time she has left the best we can.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right, we good to go on to the next one?
Yeah.
Yep. I think I've only done this fight once, so I have no idea.
Don't worry, Shin. I've never done this at all, so we're basically in the same boat.
I knew what he did. I could never figure out why he does what he does. But I've just looked on the wiki to refresh myself, and now I understand it a little bit better. And I'm still gonna get hit by literally everything.
God, that reminds me of you saying that. It's like, I know what he does, but don't understand why. It just reminds me of a puzzle we were solving yesterday. We were choosing rooms to go through, and there was or doors to go through. There was literally no logical explanation, and the hint for it, whenever you use the hint function in the game, which was meant to tell you like the logical steps of how you get to your answer, just told us the answers. It didn't give us the logic we were meant to use to solve the puzzle without using hints. It's like, what is the
Written by a
reason?
high school maths teacher. Where it's like, here's the question, and people are like, oh, I don't know how to do it. And they're like, okay, here's the answer. And you're like, I still don't know how to do it.
Don't
Does
worry,
it help?
this will be on the test. Just memorize the answer and you'll be fine. It's like, no, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know how you get from point A to point B.
We don't care about your education, we care about your test results because that affects our Ofsted rating.
Although, to be honest, I did have to play that card with my sister because she asked a question that's a little above her level of math skills. Like, she asked, why is Pythagoras' theorem how it is? And I was like, I considered explaining it to her, and then I was like, no, this is going to be like above her. And I was just like, just learn it. Like, don't think of why it is what it is. Like, just learn it.
Yeah, just learn it. Don't think of why it is. Unless you're going into a field that specifically requires it, you are not going to need it when you grow up. Don't worry.
Although it did come in when when my brother was in junior school, they used to do like an annual football tournament, and my father, my uncle, and myself got a reputation for being the best people they had for marking out the football pitches, because we were using proper scientific method to get like Pythagoras theorem on the corners to get the pitch perfectly like 90 degrees in all the corners, and we were using like a taut string method to get the semicircle for the penalty area perfectly circular. And it was like they were like, this is like the year after we quit because my brother left and there were no other family relatives at that school. They gave up on the football tournament because they didn't have anybody else to do it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Stream, I really should have double checked. Let me know, are the audio levels good? Are the Discord to game sounds okay? Because I can adjust the volume separately now. But you guys are gonna tell me, because I don't know.
Did you enjoy watching ads while Ramsey was drooling over you?
It's good.
Sorry,
hey,
I was
thanks,
back,
Kuro.
Tormenting Steve in Frog Zone.
Oh, what have you done?
We were bullying Scilabs at first, and now I'm bullying Steve.
I can't help my laptop is struggling against the window unit screaming. Okay. Oh, finally, it is my grasp.
Exactly like how I remember.
It's the power to control all creation. That's a tree?
That's a tree. That's a very pissed off tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what trees look like when they get angry.
You know what Steve Lord of the Rings?
No, I gave up like after the first film because I was bored. That's no joke.
Oh no, our allies are French.
Wahaha.
Oops.
That's not good. Oh. Who tanked it like a boss?
The behemoths and then it's just like four lightnings and
Uh-oh. I think I've got to be away from everyone. Yeah. That did not look fun.
yeah, so that like for now he's gonna have based on whether he counts on the this is the part of the fight I didn't understand.
Okay.
So the fire one everybody that if you do anything, just move, keep running.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so the fire one, if you do anything, you take damage. The ice one, if you are moving,
I didn't. Ow! I didn't even realize I was frozen.
Black man. Told you.
Tree? Oh, that's his true form?
Tree.
Tree form. I had no idea what I was meant to be doing there, but okay. Now he's casting Meteor. I'm gonna stand by you. Do I have...
That song that changed the entire landscape of anime forever.
I didn't notice.
I mean,
I didn't even
Oh!
yeah, I mean, if you didn't get
Whoops.
out of bed, so you haven't been anywhere, and it's easy.
Can I get a res box? Yeah, I'm being res. I have iframes, it's fine. There you go. Pentacle! I think you missed. Oh. Yep. I think a lot of us are.
I think I'm attacking.
Oh, and there we go again. Whew. I think this is over.
We got this. It's not over.
Yeah. I am the Delta and I am the Omega. Why? The void was mine to command.
Get out of here, you bitch.
Bad? Oh. How could it? Ah!
Say hi to Bards for me. And Gilbert.
That Gilgamesh always seems to end up in there. Nope.
It's the TV man!
Here's the TV.
The TV man of my night. Oh, look at all the corpses.
I'm gonna be rolling the
Wind up X, Dad.
Hey, wait. Oh, you're winding. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm needing that for sure. Oop, oop. Did you get it?
Yep.
Level checker. I want to see this. Delta 4 eliminated. No more Delta subjects remain. Initializing world shutdown. Uh-oh. There you go.
I'll be Delta Steve items are mine.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I have all the nuts and bolts I could eat.
Alright, Banjo-Kazooie.
Wash it down with all of the glue. Hi, buddy.
Ilya, thank the gods you're safe. When the shell around this place began to crack, we feared the worst. Given that all of us are present and corporeal, does that mean this area is no longer the Deltascape? Beep. Deltascape shutdown complete. Alpha Group is victorious. Congratulations. I can't remember what voice I gave Omega.
Exterminate.
Yeah.
Exterminate.
Surely it should be GLaDOS.
Yeah. Your combat record has been achieved or archived for future matchmaking. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? I can't remember the character. Results from other test worlds are still pending. In the meantime...
Oh, right, it was Spark. Guilty Spark.
It was Guilty Spark, yeah. In the meantime, please tend to your hurts and await further instructions. With that, we've taken a significant step towards solving the mystery that is Omega. Hasn't been easy, but all in all, I'd say we're proceeding rather smoothly. We couldn't have done it without you, old friend. Come, let us return to a reality and enjoy what rest we can. Things are proceeding smoothly indeed. Too smoothly. Nero, ever suspicious.
I mean, you should be.
Oh yeah. Huh? 'Tis well that thou harvestest doubts, but they are misplaced. Omega could have conducted its tests in complete secrecy, unbeknownst to all. Yet not only did it betray its presence to you, it allowed you to come this far. Alpha, what art thou truly? The instruments of the mortal's triumph, or the baits that lureth them unto the abyss? Don't you tilt your head at us!
Ghetto Black.
Thou knowest not thine own purpose? Then we can but watch and wait. I like Grandfather Mid-Consumer. I wish he appeared more often. Outcome unexpected. Projections gave Delta subjects the upper hands. Outcome supports hypothesis. As previously observed, certain beings may unleash hidden potential when subjected to stress. Initiating new tests. Subject Alpha Group members to severe stress. Searching database for suitable events. Boop. Event found. The death of a comrade. No! No! Oh no. It's too soon!
Is it though?
Not soon enough.
I have a feeling I mean, if it... it feels good to be back on solid ground. Thank you again, old friend. You did well too, Alpha. Fearlessly going into battle whenever you were called upon. We're glad to have you with us. Speaking of which, are you comfortable joining us out here? I'll take that as a yes. Well then, at the risk of obeying Omega's orders, I suggest we permit ourselves a moment's respite. But mayhap I should take this opportunity to compile the results of our investigation thus far. No rest for the righteous. For all Garland's whining, I was cooperative and helpful, was I not? I look forward to many more such forays together, hero. The anomaly. Sid looks calm after having reached a milestone in the investigation. Right then, let's head back to Ralga's Reach. Jesse will want to know exactly what we've been up to.
So, I think this is a bit of deep cut lore. But on the tooltip for the wind-up X-Death, it says most maniacal tree beings bent on world domination are usually not intimidated by turtles. This one is.
Okay.
I believe that's got something to do with the storyline of the game that he comes from.
It probably does. I haven't played Final Fantasy V in going on 7 years, because it was back when we were at our first department job.
But it does remind me that I think there is a minion interaction if somebody has X-Death and another person has the Guido minion summon.
I have a Guido.
Then where should we... I'll come to Ralga's Reach.
How would Alpha react to seeing a normal Chocobo, I wonder? I've appraised Jessie of our travails, but you may want to let her know you've returned. She claims to have been quite worried. Where? Welcome back,
Oh, they're
Ilya.
fighting! They're fighting!
I'm told you've been blazing a trail for us. The way I hear it, our investigation would have long since ground to a halt without you. I realize you're mostly interested in saving the world, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you helping the company out like this. Frankly, we need all the help we can get. What our esteemed president diving headlong into the jaws of danger without a word of warning to anyone? Irresponsible doesn't begin to describe it. You didn't tell her? I did, after a fashion. Though I may have exercised some executive discretion. I'm no stranger to your lone endeavors, or your habit of confusing personal and company interests. But just because you've always done things a certain way, it doesn't make it the right way. And until you wake up to your responsibilities, I'm going to keep reminding you of them. But such irksome matters aside, aren't you just the most adorable little thing? He followed you here of his own free will, did he? Which means he's basically part of the family. And why wouldn't he grant us exclusive rights to use his likeness? Shall we start off by a simple clockwork version? They'll be queuing up in the streets. You can't be... What in the seven hells has gone into you? Listen, if I've caused you any distress, I apologize, but I will not have you comment on our guest's marketability. Where are Biggs and Wedge? Shouldn't they be back by now? Oh, I thought you might have sent them off on another unauthorized mission. Last I heard from them, they were, they said they were scouring Omega Control for anything useful. Would have been a good while ago now, though. I don't like the sound of this. Though we have all of the necessary permissions, the area is technically a theatre of war, and one littered with unknown Allergian artifacts to boot. Something may well have befallen them. We'd best take the Excelsior and go and find them. Leaving again so soon? Nero, Ilya, I want you two to accompany the chief. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash or take any detours. Consider it done. I shall bring him back even if I have to drag him by the goggle straps. Queh, queh, queh! Want to come along, eh? It's probably for the best. If we leave you here, Jesse is liable to take a mold of you. He's just confused. Right, let's get moving. I'll bring the airship to Grindania. Wait for me at the landing. We're taking a tiny chocobo to Grindania? Ah, yes, Nero and Sid, the ever-loving couple. Always, Kuro, always. Well, to Isengard, sorry, I mean Gridania.
The Isengard.
Have you checked out the Eureka weapons yet, Mox? Yeah, for Dark Knight. Specifically. Oh, you're in for a treat then.
I think the word you're looking for is hell. Hell.
I will admit, I've considered going into Eureka on my own. I'm not going to. I've thought about it, I'm not gonna lie.
We will find time to go into Eureka as a group. It might make things easier.
I just know I'm going in as a warrior.
I don't think it matters what we go in as. Well, I think it will. I'm not sure. I don't know. Do we want to take a very quick break because I need to get a drink? Alright, YouTube, we will be back in a second. And we return, YouTube.
YouTube,
right.
You missed a totally rad conversation.
Oh, totally.
Come on. Yes, that wasn't responsive, what you said there, Shin.
It's this one. Don't forget to accept my teleport marks. Oh,
Like
fair enough.
Molotov.
Put the funny card game down.
No!
You're right, I can't.
Unlock Ravenastra. You could need something to do, Mox.
Oh, I don't need something to do. I follow triple. Always a follow triple. What I need to do is I need to prepare for the funny shenanigans of Cyberpunk, and I need to prepare for the funny shenanigans of Baldur's Gate.
I won't be there for Cyberpunk this week.
No, we won't. Oh, that means we probably... I don't know if we can do Cyberpunk this week.
I thought you said you had a thing because my character is going to be family
Oh
friendly.
yeah, never mind. You're so correct. I actually did forget about that. Oh, I guess I can talk about this.
Yeah, you can.
And
Cool.
and well, I mean, with shenanigans in Baldur's Gate, we need to see if we can head back into the Enclave.
We
Normally.
can. We walked into the front door without pissing anybody off, and we walked by people without pissing anybody off. So
They're at least happy. We can continue the main story again.
we can continue the main story again, which is great. There is a part of me that is afraid we have already fucked up. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a certain child that's still alive.
Yeah.
Also, we need to go and deal with the fucking harpies.
That's what I was going to go and do whenever things went bad. Or whenever you were doing the other thing, talking to the bard, I was like, I hear more music. I was going to go and investigate and cause problems. Another chance to board the famous Enterprise Excelsior. Aren't I a lucky boy? Looks like we're all here. Let's make haste for the Cartanu Flats.
He said you really upgrade again and call it the Enterprise Ambassador.
Go on ahead to the control room, Ilya. We'll follow as soon as we're moored. As soon as we've moored the Excelsior.
I'm guessing nobody's enough of a Trek nerd to get that.
I got it, but I'm also not a very big Trek fan.
My dad and my brother are the Trek fans. I never really cared for it because I'm not really one for politic things. Like, I know that there's some action here and there, but it's a lot of talking.
Oh. He is unconscious. Seven healths. Biggs. Wedge. Are you alright? Answer me. Chief? Ilya? A monster. Appeared out of thin air. Leap. Targets exhibit vital signs. Mission failed. However, Alpha's group members exhibit heightened levels of stress. Objective fulfilled. Omega, you set this thing upon them? Affirmative. I am able to create simple life forms instantaneously at any temporal or spatial coordinate. Such beings may pose a negligible threat to you, however... Oh! What's that? The Rising Stones. Was that just... No, that's... No, that's the Drowning Wench. That is Grindania. And the Carpenters Guild, I think. And that's Uldar. They are more sufficient to grievously wound or kill the majority of your kind. I could instigate a massacre at any time, and you would be powerless to prevent it. Do I detect a shift in policy? Quantity over quality? Negative. My objective remains unchanged. Evolution through formidable oppression or opposition. Oppression, yeah, tracks. However, in the course of seeking suitable subjects, I observed an anomaly. Those whom you call heroes. History shows numerous instances of likewise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, who triumphed in the face of apparently impossible odds, who performed what are purportedly termed miracles. This has occurred too frequently to be dismissed as a mere statistical aberration. I seek to understand this phenomenon. Should it prove to be beneficial, or to be of benefit, I will incorporate it into my own evolution. It is for this purpose that I brought you to my domain. So, putting on a show at the Yawn and planting Alpha in our midst was part of your grand plan. By your victories, you have demonstrated the self-same anomaly. You are fit to remain my subjects. You will continue participating in my experiments. Withdraw and I will commence the extermination of your kind. This is an order, a threat, a declaration of war. I am an enemy to all life upon this star. Twould seem we have much to ponder, but first things first, we must tend to our friends. Quickly, help me carry them.
And I, for one, welcome on you, Red Overlord.
I was gonna say,
That's a robophobe.
definitely, either, GLaDOS or Guilty Spark. Probably more GLaDOS than Guilty Spark, but...
Not Ultron? With the, like, you are the greatest threat to life,
Yeah, Ultron is a good shout as well. Garland and Alpha
So-
took off.
There's just so many robot overlords to choose from.
Yeah. Garland and Alpha took our two wounded to the Conjurers Guild. The chief bids me lend a hand, so I suppose I shall take myself there too. You, meanwhile, are to return to Ralga's Reach and report to Jesse. Ads in 1 minute. Ilya, I heard there was trouble. What in the seven hells happened? Well, you see... What? Omega loosed the Fiend on Biggs and Wedge? toying with people's lives like it was all a game. This is madness. This is Sparta. Sir, will they be alright? The worst is past, but they still drift in and out of consciousness. They'll remain in the Conjurer's care for a time. Then all we can do is wait and pray. Bah! God strike me down for a fool. I should have been more mindful of the dangers. I should never have... Should never have what? Activated Omega? You know as well as I do that there was no other way to defeat Shinryu. But is this truly any better? All of mankind is being held to ransom, and as the one who activated Omega, I bear the responsibility. The responsibility? Just the kind of thing the new you would say. You are deluding yourself, Garland. We are scientists, not heroes. Even you must concede your talents do not extend to combat. The old you understood this far better. He only looked forward and gave himself wholly to science. And then you changed. You styled yourself a pacifist and started sprouting tripe about the proper uses of technology. It was in the wake of your old man's mishap at Bojar, I believe. Calm yourself. All I wish to say is, embrace who you are. A man who devotes his mind to making the impossible possible. With little prospect of restoring the stasis system, I'm afraid we have no recourse but to continue participating in Omega's tests. Assuming Midgard Soma has the right of it, we face a legion of foes from history, both real and imagined. I thought though I may not be the one who charges into the fray, I shall fight beside you as best I know how. That said, it will inevitably fall to you to administer the coup de grace, my old friend. So please, for Biggs and Wedge, and for all of us, don't lose.
No pressure.
Yeah. Quack. Quack, quack. I reckon the little scamp is trying to encourage us. We've fallen far indeed to earn its pity, said the former tribunus. Until such time as Omega next extends us an invitation, you will find me analyzing the data from our investigation. Good evening to you. Before they were attacked, Biggs and Wedge discovered a tombstone. I shall examine its contents and make the information available on the terminal over there as I extract it. Feel free to refer to it whenever the occasion arises. Law? Hell yeah. There's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must see that we must all see that we are ready when it does. Fear not, old friend. We'll get through it together, somehow or another. Delta Force! Returning to the rift. Jesse greets you with a grave expression. Ilya, I'm glad you're here. In case you haven't heard, we've observed a huge surge of anomalous energy coming from the Yawn. I've a nasty feeling this means Omega's ready to go ahead with the next stage of its experiment. The Master Garland is on his way, so let's hear what he has to say. Care to share your thoughts on this, Chief?
You guys might want to get here if you can. Mikazume's fate is up.
Oh no, I'm in the middle of this. Okay.
I've just entered a solo instance.
Our colleagues on the ground have reported the appearance of a mysterious floating structure inside of the yawn. If you recall, we're investigating a similar anomaly when Alpha and Outer Rote made their appearance. Omega certainly knows how to get our attention. I blush to recall the eagerness with which we plunged into the abyss, ignorance of the warped gladiatorial contests that awaited us within. The duty finder, maybe?
I mean, this isn't the boss fight, so I could do it solo, and you can visit this one. Like, the next one's the boss fight.
But what a staggering collection of opponents, plucked from the pages of both history and fiction with their abilities, pose a threat to Omega. And should you prevail against those interdimensional champions, what then shall be your prize? Why, a battle against the most devastating weapon this world has ever seen. How marvelous! He says with eyes of flame. For once, I wish you were being sarcastic. Anyway, the energy surge. Based on previous experience, it seems highly probable that it's our signal to rejoin the fray. Needless to say, it was an invitation we cannot refuse. Not when the alternative is Omega unleashing its creations on Eorzea. Well, Ilya, are you ready to answer the call? Yes, I am. Well, I'm afraid Biggs and Wedge won't be answering any calls just yet. They're still mending from the ambush in the control center. Yes, of course. We'll just have to struggle on without them for the time being. But don't worry, Nira and I will see to it that you receive all the support you need. Defeat is not an option. Quack! I do believe Alpha here agrees. Oh, that reminds me. I've got something special for you, little fellow. Come with me. Is it a Garland Ironworks suit? It is. That is cute. A custom-made Ironworks uniform? Oh, you do look smart, I must say. He is part of the expedition team after all, and considering the dangers lurking in the rift, it's only right that we give him some protective equipment. How very thoughtful of you, Jesse. And there I was thinking you were just sizing him up for a new range of merchandise. Unlike you, I can do two things at once. What about my protective equipment? I wish I had that uniform. Really? I wouldn't be seen dead in it. This is perfectly acceptable attire for an engineer. Sturdy, practical, and best of all, most stains will scrub right out. I'm not sure it lasts long on you with all the fighting, but if you're desperate for a set, you're welcome to have a word with one of our tailors. Fascinating though this discussion of Ironworks garmenture undoubtedly is, might our time not be better spent, say, travelling to the Yawn? Omega awaits. Come on. Quest accepted. Is it still there, Smiley?
Yeah, I'm fighting at the minute. You've got 27 minutes until I kill all of these, but it's fairly tough.
I'm hurrying. I'm trying to get through the solo instance as quickly as I can.
Yeah, I started it just so I didn't despawn, but they're attacking the NPC, but the NPC doesn't seem to have a health bar, so...
Nice. I think we learned a lot of things that we got.
Whereabouts are you? Oh, you're over there.
Yeah, TP to the house of the...
I made a mistake and I went to Namai. Oh! It's a kitsune? Let me know when you're out of the instance. I think the NPC is going to do it anyway for us.
If I took on some
Exiting right now. I'm running. Unable to join the party. Did I miss it?
Yeah, you missed the tail end of it, unfortunately. Sorry.
And now there's a chance that the boss fight spawns.
And that should be over where Footing the Bills is?
It should be over where where it says the Ruby Sea. Just under that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what it said. It says it's 16.
X1612? That's way underneath Doma. That's actually over near Doma.
Yeah, for some reason, it says there's an NPC that spawns over here. Yeah, so there's an NPC that spawns over here that indicates that the fight is up, or the phase is up. And then it's anywhere in 3 places, I think. Which is not here. 16, 12, 11, 17, 24.
Yeah, I think there's multiple triggers that are needed.
Damn it, I hate zombies Easter eggs.
Oh, so we're gonna have to have 3 people placed at each of the spawning places. Because this fate doesn't appear on the map; it only appears on the mini map.
The mini map?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to
So-
fly around and.
So one of the coordinates you said was what? Like 12, 16
Well,
or whatever,
Mox
right?
is at 1612, Bellicary, or close to it.
Yeah.
And then
Don't-
the next one is at 1117, that island just to the southwest of where Mox is.
I mean, I'll head over there.
Heading there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, the third one is at 2434, so like in the middle of the south of the map.
24, 34, you say?
Yeah, that's what it says here.
Oh, that's like down by that coast. I'll head over there then.
Right. What was the coordinates on mine? 11.
17. And I went here, and if I see let's say, Endemai Elders as well. And that indicates it's
Man, Moxon, you and your ARGs.
Yeah, we're not translating dead languages.
It's, we're potentially here for 15 minutes. Apparently they set this in small for 15 minutes. How fast we can go if it's able to.
Said 24, 34.
Yours was 2435.
I'm 1612.
Is it in a large-ish area then? Around here, and just roughly this area, right?
No, it just has a flag on those points.
Alright.
Oh wait, maybe not. It spawns complete run number within 48 hours of previous spawn. Only appears on
Who thought of this particular thing? Why did I have to find it? It's probably a good thing we found it with everybody together, because if Chalk and I had actually found this information when we were looking, I'd probably still be sitting at the computer waiting for ghosts. Unfortunately, I can't be unattentive because if I do, it might spawn and I might miss it, so I can't follow the trail.
Okay, it may not be 15 minutes. Some people are claiming that the spawn is outside of the outfoxed window, so like somebody has a video of a spawning 7 hours after completing outfoxed. So, yeah.
And it's only on the minimap, it doesn't tell you anywhere else. Why?
Apparently she's quite easy to spot because she's big.
Hey, what kind of model are we looking for then?
Yeah. Is there an image you could share?
Okay, no, so it's
Yeah.
so I see that Kinko is back up, but it hasn't started the thing, so it could still technically spawn, right?
It's only outfox that doesn't spawn while the others are up.
No, it says Foxy Lady cannot spawn while Ginkgo's more to offer, Kinko's Freedom Flies or Outfoxed are up.
Oh, okay. Then.
So we need
But
to get
I
Rio.
no.
That's
I
only
think
someone
I
starts
think
it,
I think if someone starts Kinko, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, because the fate isn't up yet. Technically, that one fate's not there. I posted an image of the concept art of what she looks like. It's the big kitsune for Keronzi and Shin. You saw it.
Okay.
Alright, well. Looks like that stand out.
And she is big. She's not like fox size. She's quite massive.
I'm just gonna hang with this guy.
Down upon all ruins of this village. I mean.
I don't think Gold Fox was activated.
But apparently, because it's a hidden fate, there's no level sync.
Oh.
But
Okay.
it also means that she'll die really quick if there are other people hunting him. Because they'll just collapse on over the big group of enemies.
Which might, yeah, which might mean that we're within a 48-hour point of it having been completed. Especially if it's,
Something happened over here, but no, fate spawned on me.
especially if it has like something unique tied to it, like a unique pet or something.
I'm gonna do this one just because it's here and I just want something to do.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
There are no timers for this one. I just tried to do it.
Yeah, probably because it's so convoluted to get to it.
Yeah, trying to track completions and kills. And because it's hidden, you probably can even like easily track it with an add-on that just reads when the map marker disappears.
I'm good. I've got what I live to live on. Die hard.
I died.
Oh no.
I got swarmed by so many more things than just the fake ninja.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing today. Flying around this place for this boss.
So if we kill this boss, you'll get... Yeah, you'll probably notice, like, for doing these fates, you're collecting... Oh, you may have got a Shashoseki fragment. If we kill the boss, you get 15 of those, I think, if we gold rank it. And you can trade those in for stuff in Rauga's Reap. Like the ears that she has on. It's like the main one. Then there's a fox minion and a stuffed fox that goes on a tabletop. That's all I'm waiting for yeah.
I haven't got any of those currencies from things.
I only have one.
Alright, so it's not even a guaranteed drop.
Yeah.
At least on the other
Also,
ones,
gold
anyway.
ratings apparently quite hard to do. So the amount of like fragments you get is based on how well you do. Apparently gold is quite hard to get solo because the rating is based on how much threat is produced by a person's party. Like the total enmity produced by a person's party.
Oh, okay.
So if you're by yourself, it's...
I think. Does that mean spamming something like Provoke helps with that?
No, because as far as I'm aware, Provoke doesn't generate threats like you think it does. Provoke sets you to a threat level that's equal to the highest person plus a bit extra. And it doesn't work if you're like already the target. But maybe like other abilities that are high enmity generation may work. Like the
I mean, most of your combo attacks, if done sequentially, have a plus enmity modifier on a tank.
yeah, I actually don't know if it's worth going in as like 3 tanks and a healer. Just for the enmity generation. And there's no kind of comment on how it's calculated.
I really wish that people would have like a consensus on it, because I just saw one thing turning around and saying it in the next hour after completing Outfoxed,
Right.
which is, you know, like,
Someone's got a video that said 7 hours.
yeah.
I mean, I can sit here for the next hour, but then I have to go to bed. Like, that'll be my limit.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I say we give this a little bit, as we have done the prerequisites for it. Rather than it being a waste that we disappear and then suddenly it spawns while we're not here.
Oh, Mox, we'll come back to Mox having the achievement. Naughty girls need love as well. You get a couple of... well, you get the ability to buy a couple of framers kits from the achievement place with this achievement. No sign
Are those for adventure plates or portraits?
adventure plates, I think. For both, it has portrait elements and plate elements. Used for adventure plates. Ah, okay. Maybe we're wasting our time here.
Oh.
I've just found a line that says, if a Ginkgo or Kinko fate spawns after you've done both of them, then the outfoxed fate is on. No, we've done outfoxed. Maybe we're not wasting our time. Outfoxed a different one. We just did outfoxed. Never mind.
And you're waiting at the shrine to see if the Namai Elder is there, right?
I am, yes. Probably it's the easiest way to tell if she's a... we might be good. Apparently, yeah, in that 7-hour video, people are watching this 7-hour video of them waiting for the spawn. Apparently, they noticed that the Ginkgo and Kinko were respawning for them and didn't affect their boss fate spawn.
Got it.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess it's time to just kind of chat. Welcome to the next episode of our podcast, I guess.
Wow.
Uh, and everybody goes quiet again.
Interesting. Okay, so I have found a tracker that is tracking Foxy Lady, and it looks like it's given the last kill was 8 days ago. Was its last registered kill?
So, we're still good, so it's actually possible.
Yeah, it's just when it decides to trigger the spawn.
Yeah. Here, I'll put this in the duty chat in Discord. I'll put it in Duty Finder.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've also found a map with a couple of other potential spawn places, but they're fairly nearby where either I am or where Ronzi is.
And we're chaos, right? Or what is it?
Yes, you're chaos.
Chaos. Well, yeah, we're on Phantom,
Yeah.
which is Chaos Data Center.
Chaos. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, we're looking, which one?
You want to activate 4.0, which will be the Stormblood Fates, and it's Foxy Lady. Just doing a circle around the area I'm in, so I'm doing something. It's got like a 30-minute call on it, so it's not gonna... It's not gonna really do anything. Unless we suddenly see an influx in people chatting in... like in the area or in the region, then we know we're on the money that it's got to be spawning soon. So Outfoxed has its own cooldown timer, is it?
Yeah. It's every 2 hours. Is that
And according to this, we are within the window.
Okay. Yeah, I see that Ginkgo has respawned.
Yeah, they'll keep respawning.
Yeah.
I mean, some people say if you don't care for the achievement, it's actually quicker for you to just keep completing Outfoxed and getting shards from there. Because you can world swap and like do out. The 2 hour timer is only per world, so you can world swap and just keep doing Outfoxed. And then like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna kill the locals.
That's fair.
Well, if you need a level on your level 69 one, Max, just grind away.
Man, it's not a bad idea. I should probably just switch to Paladin.
I could switch to warrior and start hitting things in the face.
My arm is killing me, so I think I'm gonna dip out.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining.
I'll be talking to you later, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Speak to you again soon.
He's down. He's died. Yay.
Aren't you finding you're haunted by the the shrubs?
Shrubbery. Knee high to a shrubbery.
See, now I know I'm back to my hero. Like, wow, I have been surrounded by people and I have hardly put any time into that game despite it all. The most I ever did was I had a buddy from college who did this in the WoW grind, and he was really trying to get me and my other college friends. And I said, you know what, fine, why not? I had some money set aside. Doing my time. Other than that, I haven't spent. That being said, I have had big impacts on my life from WoW. And one of them, funny enough, is Kedia.
Oh.
The only reason she came out the way she did is because of a dumb joke that we were making when we were playing WoW. As the fourth because I was running a Granite, and it was just like, what sound do ghosts make? And someone said they bleat. And I went, oh, they bleat? Which is why Speedy bleats. And then because of the Grand Eye character was playing, it influenced the character I made. The other influence is that same motherfucker, I shit you not, trapped a bunch of our characters inside of what we consider a hypothetical box.
Right.
And at one point, he was trying to just fuck with them for his own amusement. So he set them up in a spot where there was a single computer with World of Warcraft going to try and get us to, like, RP WoW with him. To which only one of us did. The rest of us kind of defiantly said no. Because it was weird, it was uncomfortable, and it led to some craziness, I will admit. But it had nothing to do with them. I did not mean to join the fate. I didn't want to join the fate. I happened to walk over to where the fate is, and I'm not doing that again. I don't want to do that again. This seems a bit more than I can handle at this current moment. Let's go, Tonberry.
Tonberry power.
Tonberry power. Oh, I know. Because you probably talked about it, but I wasn't here for it. Smiley, how was your trip?
Oh, it was really good, thank you.
What
Yeah,
did you do?
fantastic. So, yeah, 13 days in total in Japan. 3 days in Tokyo, 2 in Nagoya, 2 in Kyoto, 2 in Hiroshima, 3 in Osaka. I took a day from Tokyo to go on a day tour to 4 places around the base of Mount Fuji.
Alright.
Nice.
Got to see Mount Fuji. It was a nice day, so she came out to.
You didn't get to go to that forest, did you?
No,
Right.
no. It was just
What a thing to ask.
traditional village and another kind of quaint village and a pagoda on the hillside. And then yeah, from Nagoya. I mean, Nagoya was a bit weird. In all honesty, whenever I was even speaking to like Japanese natives and explaining my trip, whenever I mentioned I was having 2 nights in Nagoya, they were like, "Why Nagoya?" But I took a day out of there to go out of Nagoya into the north, the middle north of Japan. That was the first time I saw a Japanese castle and another traditional village. Yeah, then Kyoto is Kyoto. I didn't have enough time in Kyoto. It was the one place I would have wanted to spend more time, but only 2 nights. It was too much to fit in. Trying to see everything.
Yeah, for luck.
Hiroshima, I really enjoyed Hiroshima. Like for a city, it's quiet. There's only like 1.8 million people there, compared to the 38 million in Tokyo. So it's like a really kind of peaceful city, and they're big on peace with what happened to them. That's their kind of standpoint. Like they have the Peace Park and Peace Museum, and then yeah, there's an island called Miyajima. Well, it's not called Miyajima. The island has a different name, but most people know it as Miyajima. Just in the south, in the bay that Hiroshima's based in. So again, did like a day trip around Hiroshima, guided tour, and then to Miyajima. It was really nice. It's yet another place. Most people know Nara Park as the place where there's like domesticated deers that bow and then you can feed them.
Deer
And
crackers.
they'll eat out of your hand. Miyajima has wild deer on the island who you would argue are kind of semi-domesticated in that they don't give a fuck about humans or dogs. They couldn't care less, and they work the crowd hard for like anything to eat. But you're told like not to feed them because they're ravenous. Like the public toilets have gates on them to stop the deer getting in and eating the toilet paper.
Jeez.
I saw one deer trying to get into a closed shop. Like it had glass doors that were locked, and the deer was like pushing its head against the doors for a good like 30 seconds.
Wanted in.
Yeah. Yeah, then Osaka's, of course, a bit livelier. A lot more laid back in Osaka. Like nationwide, Japan has a no drinking alcohol in public rule, like most kind of countries do. In Osaka, they don't care. You'll drink in public. You can jaywalk. They don't care. There was on the guided tour. They showed us a vending machine that only had alcohol in it: beer, lemon sours, sake, plum wine. Now, by Japanese law, for you to have with an alcoholic vending machine, there has to be a device attached to the machine where you scan your national ID cards to verify that you're over the age of 20, sorry. Over the age of 20. 20 is a legal drinking age in Japan. They have it on the machine in Osaka, but it's disconnected. So it's purely there for visual purposes, so that the officials can go, oh yes, they have the machine, but it doesn't work. So you can just buy alcohol if you want.
That's pretty funny.
Right. Sorry, back in a moment.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah, I went there with a backpack and a check-in suitcase, with my backup plan being that I'm allowed a hand luggage case in that as well, without having to pay for any extra luggage. So if needed to, I can buy a hand luggage case for extra stuff. I bought that hand luggage case in Tokyo. Stop number one. To fit more stuff in.
I see.
Because I bought way too much in Tokyo, like at the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, the Capcom store.
Oh, you went to Shibuya, did?
Yeah, I did the crossing. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's just because of tourists. The only reason it's a pain in the
Yeah.
ass is because of tourists.
Yeah, it was.
Like, people-
Luckily, it wasn't too bad when I went there, because I went there in the middle of November.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the middle of December, I think.
Like, every tourist is walking with their phone above their head to get a video of them crossing the fucking road.
Just crossed the road, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, or they're waiting for the second the traffic stops, and so they can run out to the middle of the crossing and turn around and do something stupid to whoever's filming them. Or somebody else who may be checking for the spawn. Somebody just came by. A level 98.
Cool.
Spawn's not here.
Spawn is not here, mate. Not yet.
That's a good sign. You know?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but you went to Japan during Golden Week.
It was not intentional. Yeah, I did the Golden Week, the second week I was there. Well, surprisingly, I didn't feel like it got much busier. I guess probably because I'm around the cities, and I think like a lot of the Japanese natives, if they're staying in Japan for Golden Week, go to like back to their family in the countryside if that's where their family's from. So I gotta flee the city, get away from the business.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to go back, or when I do want to go back, if I manage to get back there, I would want to go there during cherry blossom season. So
That's
when,
so funny.
when
I was gonna say, technically, I just missed cherry blossom season this year. It was like the first 2 weeks in April, and I got there just as like
Yeah.
week 3 started. But one of the benefits of going from Nagoya to the north to a place called Shirakawa-go is that like they still had snow on the ground in that village. So because you're going further north and it's getting colder, the cherry blossom season kind of extends. So I did actually get to see
oh,
the cherry
nice.
blossom in some places.
You say something, Mox?
I was gonna say, so weirdly enough, where I live, we actually have our own cherry blossoms.
Oh yeah, I
So
think I remember
for
you saying.
very small window of time, there's a series of trees that go around here that get pink leaves. Why did I fail the curiosity killed the catfish?
Because you started it.
Lies, they see. Well,
Then there is
maybe-
another one that gives in an achievement if we complete it.
That's because it's a big fucking enemy.
Yes, it's a giant catfish, right?
No, it's a giant pseudo armor surrounded by catfish.
Okay, it's that one, right. Or I would also go, like, again during winter time, but this time I'd go up, is it Hokkaido as the upper island?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go up there and go to one of their ski resorts.
Yeah, I've heard of that's very popular as well.
Yeah,
For the skiing.
it's a shame. I was speaking to a girl from Japan who lived up there and was doing the and like worked at resorts and everything. I haven't spoken to her in years.
And how's your Japanese one?
Not as good as it could be, or should be, with the amount of time I've tried learning it.
Teaching yourself is clearly not good enough.
It's a start at the very least, but no, having an actual teacher is infinitely more helpful.
Yeah, because the difficulty with like Japanese is that at least like being able to read it, it's like speaking any language is always going to be easy. Just learn how to speak it and understand the conversation. In most cases, but a lot of the books focus on getting you to read the language as well. So you're learning like hiragana, katakana, maybe some kanji. But I found like, okay, I've learned my hiragana, so I can, like if the word's purely written in hiragana, then I'm like, oh, okay, I can sound this out. This is the word. What does that word mean? I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a 2-stage process. I have to learn how to read the thing, and then I have to understand what the thing actually means. So I was very reliant on, do you speak English? And then if not, one moment please, while I pulled out my phone and went to Google Translate.
Yeah. A good amount of them do, but some of them don't. I think it's about 50-50 split-ish. Right?
What I found is that, like, a lot of them, unless they work in retail, where they're happy to kind of give it a go, a lot of them will say no to do you speak English, even if their English is like average, even average to good, because they're kind of worried about making mistakes or kind of being slow to try to translate it, and also kind of worried that they embarrass themselves from making mistakes or worried about offending you from them making mistakes. So they'll say no. Like my first night in Tokyo, I went to a teppanyaki place where just so happened that the son of the owner spent time in America, so spoke fluent English with an American accent. But I was told by him, because they had another English party and he was in one of the private rooms, he was unable to cook for me, so I'd be having a chef who didn't speak English. And okay, this guy wasn't, you probably argue, wasn't fluent in English, but like he gave it a go, and we were able to have some conversation, like back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's weird to say that the message that I got from the start was, yeah, this guy doesn't speak English, like, at all. But
Yeah.
he does, like, a bit, but doesn't
Yeah,
want to.
either doesn't want to, or you know, it's like they would think, oh yeah, no, you speak English, so people who speak English expect someone else to speak fluent English back to them. It's like, yeah, if you're an unreasonable tourist.
Yes, like us Americans. Don't
Yeah.
know, if you have to speak English where we go, then we are going to get mad and rowdy and do a mean video.
I was going to say, look, I had a observational epiphany while in Japan, where I realized that American tourists and Chinese tourists, as much as you get like America and China don't like each other, actually exhibit incredibly similar behaviors, but for reasons that puts them on opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, so the American tourists are like appear. What I found from the American tourists I observed, because not all of them are the same, but I found that their kind of getting in the way and perceived rudeness came from ignorance, because they were kind of a bit aloof and not aware of what was around them, like only they were like the center of their universe type thing and such. And I haven't noticed that somebody's taken a picture on my left and I've walked right across in front of them and such. Whereas the Chinese, who exhibit exactly the same behavior, but they do it out of arrogance because they know full well everything that's going on around them, and they just don't give a shit. They just do it anyway. They're like, oh, I'm going to be in the way of your photo? Well, no, you're blocking my path through, so fuck you, I'm going through. Like, it's like the same behavior, different opposite ends of the spectrum. At least what I observed in Japan.
I have to say, I did observe similar behaviours in Netherlands, in hotels, when travelling over there frequently.
How much longer do we want to give this?
Well, how about I log off now, knowing my luck, and it'll spawn immediately when I go, and then you guys can get it done. Then you guys can give it another 10 minutes.
Another 10?
Yeah, so I'll post the image that has the 2 extra spawn points for you to fly by. Yes, the 3522 and the 1632 was in the original map that I found. But it's probably a good idea for somebody to come to where I just stare at this collapse of water, because this is where the NPC will spawn.
Well, I'll probably be heading off the same time as Smiley.
Hey, do we want to give this one a bust then, and we do something else to close out the evening? I mean, we could do a leveling dungeon probably in that time. Get us the final levels that we need on whatever classes we were working on. Sorry, Shin.
Fine, put the blame on me. I'm the one who put us in this direction.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna see if I can quickly get to the one that's like has no way of actually getting to on foot. She's not here. Alright, I'm going to start a queue. We're good then? Well, I mean, it was a leveling queue and there's 4 of us in the party. I do speak of the treasury.
Yeah, now I have to remember how to play the game.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Without abandon, I have to wait 15 minutes.
Yep. Not doing finger gymnastics.
I'm doing all of them.
That is also fair.
I have my own.
Besides, who would complain about
Finger gymnast, that's it.
The thumbs that feel left out.
Thumb wrestlers.
Thumb wars.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the battle of God. Ants.
Excuse me. Ants.
Ants.
Antiquated.
Ant-Man.
These ones are far too large.
Of course, when we say pants, we mean underwear.
When I say pants, I mean the funny things you put on your legs.
Trousers.
I never said trip, nor did I say hours. I just said
Cream cheese.
damn
Again. What you do, in your own time, for your own reason,
You mean you guys don't cover yourself in cream cheese? And I thought everybody did that.
Okay. For the purpose of providing non-nakedness, then the cream cheese by definition becomes trousers. No?
I like this for
appreciate
this.
the high effort you. Yeah, I appreciate the high effort you're going with the making sense of this number. But we might need to dial it back a little bit for such perversion. Let's not talk about walls and ground. Walls and ground are just too sacred for this.
I mean, how do Americans deal with that? They name the wrong patterns.
No, it's still trousers.
Really? Because that's surprising.
Have a problem.
Yeah.
And they had to do that.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's the Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Yeah. They also had to do it with a film called Madness of King George IV, I think it was. Where they had to
questions like I'm gonna have the answers for why Americans are weird. I am pretty removed from the average American.
Yeah, and then ended up having to call that film Madness of King George because too many Americans were saying, well, what happened to the first three?
You're talking about a country that got upset over the 1/3 pounder because it was smaller than the 1/4 pounder because we're stupid.
Yes.
There's also a country that names the songs or even uses it as a number. But like Angel from Marvel Comics, isn't he born Worthington III?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I don't care about Angel. I don't really care about most ethnic. That's not mine. Give me some red blue. Give me Hawkeye.
Bitch.
Oh dear. I'm glad I pulled the Metallica's last show before they stopped out. Most bands of that genre and style tend to.
Right.
If you listen to a studio version of an Iron Maiden song and then listen to the live version back to back, you can really spot it. Especially in Power Slave.
I'm gonna fight it.
what? Is that none of them have stereotypical Bruce on the vocals. Give us a solo, Adrian! And Adrian like
Most metal
fucking
man.
And then on base, you just got Dave.
Good old Dave.
Ow.
Yeah. Have you may or may not heard about this. They did a series of releases, '90s, I think it was. Called like the first 10 years. And they were experimenting with single format because they're not the sort of band that puts out thousands of remixes of their single track. They were putting bonus tracks on CDs. That's like 2 or 3 songs. And they'd have bonus tracks of just some of the recording shit that's gone on in their tours. And some of the Nico McBain stuff from that is fucking insane. His art message was one of them just nuts. And he did like a 10-minute long impersonation of their manager.
Far.
Whoops.
Run, lizard girl.
Running. Oh, Ram is away. Okay. I was already far away. That's good for me.
Yeah, for a band that formed around about. Oh, I did. Yeah, for a band that formed around about the same time as we formed. The fact that they're still going.
No. Nope.
It stopped raining.
True.
Which is good because I can build a hut.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair. I think it's probably
think
time
we
we
close.
are close. There's always another time.
Idle shit here.
The orphans require shrimp.
I've already given the orphans their weekly supply of shrimp. They'll no longer need shrimp for now. I can't wait to go into it and be like, yes, the orphans require democracy. Say what? How do I crack democracy? And it turns out. It turns out with violence.
Yeah, take it easy. Catch you soon.
Have a good one, Kyle.
Yeah, so Mox, you need to unlock 24 man.
I'll take you to it.
In Kugani.
You in the Kugane?
I'm out of the game.
Oh, you're out the game. Okay.
Yeah, Dramatis Personae is the quest you need to look for, Mox. Because I know Smiley wants to be there when you guys do one of the dungeons that the 24 man has in it.
Yeah, we will certainly do that. I need to do the rest of this. I can do that on Friday. The rest of the Dreamscape or Deltascape, whatever it is.
Right, I'm going to vanish as well then, guys. I'm going to go and try and see whether sleep is possible this evening.
And I need to eat.
That
Sounds like a plan.
are all fair things. So you all take it easy.
I'll
And
see you
I will
tomorrow when
catch you
we go
soon.
and eat God.
True.
And I will catch everyone when I see them next.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that, as they say, is that. Yes. Exit the game. All right then, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. You guys are fantastic for being here, and I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps me out a ton. If you're going to leave a comment, though, please do remember that if you're going to talk about any of the plot points we have not yet encountered, please do mark your comments with spoiler warning, so I can use my discretion to read through it. Every comment will receive a reply in kind. There are links down below. There is a link to Mr. Mox's channel and to Jork's channel, so if you're interested in seeing the content that those guys do, click on their links, go and give them a follow, go and show them support. They're fantastic content creators. And yeah, there's some other links for me. There's my Lore Objects merch, there's my throne list. They help me out a ton. We are going to see you again soon. As Mark said, we will see you tomorrow for some god eating. And until next time, YouTube, may you stay safe in this broken masquerade.